Shalom, y'all know what it is? Y'all know what it is. Y'all give me a minute to get situated and situated. Let me see what I got here. Y'all bear with me. I want y'all to do some thinking. This is what we have to do. Okay. I'm still certain. I'm still looking for notification and this and that. Let me see here. Let me type it in. Let me see. Y'all bear with it, brother. While I'm doing that, I notice when I upload videos, black empowerment videos to uplift my people, videos to teach my people, here come the white supremacist troll. You know, when I upload videos like this, I don't really have no intention other than teach my people. But since I know it trolls the trolls, what I usually do when I see them come on one video that's like that, I upload more. That means I'm in the right area. I mean, I need to upload more. Cause see, this is what they don't want. They don't come with facts. They can't refute anything I say. They don't disprove anything. They come with some other off-topic deflection. They'll change the subject. They'll call names. They'll do a lot of cussing. That's just low-level intelligence, low-level thinking. Sometimes. All right. Now, I want y'all to, black family, I want y'all to start educating ourselves on crime shows like FBI Files. Watch those shows so you get a thorough understanding of how investigations are supposed to be done. Use FBI Files. I mean, you can pull this up on your streaming and watch them. You can watch Forensic Files. I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with Forensic Files, right? Pull that up and start doing this ourselves. We got to be our own investigators. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something, and I'm gonna start off right here. Okay, some of y'all may have heard of Jelani Day. He went missing, but the FBI, the so-called top cops, is looking at it as a suicide. But when I get through showing you all these illogical, logical findings and circumstantial evidence, I want y'all to rethink trusting anybody. I want y'all to look at this. All right? I got videos for you tonight. All right, let me show you. I got
suspects. The FBI is looking at Jelani and a potential suicide.
All right.
We have more questions than answers, and we need to start getting some answers for. Right now, we have more questions than answers, and we need to start getting some answers to our questions before we know the next step.
The FBI is now involved in the death of an Illinois grad student. It's what his family has wanted since the day he went missing.
But they are not pleased with how investigators are approaching this case. Natalie Baumke joins us live with more. Natalie?
And almost a month to identify his body once it was discovered. Now his mother is angry that instead of tracking down suspects, the FBI is looking at Jelani and a potential suicide.
He had his sound mind. He was not troubled by anything. We had just spoken on Monday. We have a family vacation that is planned for Thanksgiving. We were planning for that vacation.
Maybe we don't jump to a conclusion that this was a suicide before we know. I mean, I think that's what happened here.
Day's cause of death has not been released. A more thorough autopsy is pending, including the results of toxicology tests.
Okay, first of all, his cause of death haven't been released, but the FBI want to say it's a suicide. Okay, in order for you to make the determination of suicide, you have to know how he died. It seems to me that the feds know something that they are unwilling to tell. And they're trying to point the mother into the suicide direction to see if she'll bite for it, see if she'll go forward.
His family's offering a more than $25,000 reward for information leading to what happened to Jelani. Right now, the family has obtained an attorney. You just heard from her, but they are not filing suit just yet. Sally.
All right, I got some more for you. Don't stop. Hold on. Don't stop. All right, y'all listen to this one.
Surrounding the death of Jelani Day is growing. Authorities still searching for answers after the 25-year-old grad student's body was found floating in the Illinois River. Day's family says they suspect foul play, and they still are looking for answers. We're going to talk to Jelani's mother, Carmen, in just a moment. But first, Alex Perez with what we know so far.
A growing mystery surrounding the death of Illinois State University grad student Jelani Day. Day, who was studying to be a doctor, was living and going to school in Bloomington, Illinois. He was last seen on campus August 24th. 2 days later, his car found an hour north in the town of Peru. A week after that, his body found floating in the Illinois River. The Day family's attorney says loved ones suspect foul play.
The wallet was found in a different area. The lanyard, which had his school ID on it.
Pay attention. If you go to digging into this stuff, you got conflicting reports. That's what you expect. That's what you expect these devils to do. First of all, they don't want to investigate. Then they want to muddy the water. That's why we got to do our own investigation. They're finding pieces of his belongings in different areas. Okay, and then you got the feds trying to manipulate the mother into believing that it's suicide. Pay attention. We are in the land of our enemies.
Was not found with the wallet. It was found in a different area.
Authorities so far only calling the circumstances surrounding the disappearance unusual.
The way his vehicle was, it was off of a parking lot. That's very unusual to just find a car like that.
Investigators now working to retrace Day's final movements. The 25-year-old's death has garnered the attention of Viola Davis, Lizzo, and other celebrities.
Thank you so much to our Alex Perez for that report and the latest on where it stands. Now, with the recent rise of attention to missing persons cases, it's important to note that as of December 2020, the FBI had more than 89,000 active missing persons cases. 45% of those cases are people of color.
Okay.
I'd like to bring in Jelani's
Think about that.
Carmen.
Now they claim, I don't believe it, but they claim we are a small percentage of the population. How is we almost, think about this, family. How is we almost half of the people that's missing? Forget that people of color mess. How is we almost fill up all the prisons? But if you a small remnant of the population, how is you the majority in the prisons? You the majority in the missing people? Huh? All the poison is in your neighborhood. You are doing all these abortions. We killing our own kids. Stop expecting the enemy to tell you that what our true population is. Okay? Just listen.
People of color. I'd like to bring in Jelani's mom now, Carmen, for more on the search to find out what exactly happened to her son. Carmen, I know this is still a very tough time for you, and we really appreciate you being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me this morning.
So at this moment, what do you want our viewers to know about your son's case?
At this moment, my son's case is open. As of September 23rd, I did request for the Illinois State Police to take over. I do know that they are working with Peru and Bloomington and LaSalle County police departments. I also know that the behavioral analysis unit from the FBI is involved. I don't know how that part of it works. From what I understand, they are analyzing Jelani. I don't understand that really, but whatever it takes to find out what happened to him, that's what I want them to do. I want them to use their tools and their resources so that we can find out what happened to Jelani, because he did not disappear in midair.
Right. And Carmen, as you know, investigators have said, and they suspect foul play. Do you think you know who the killer may be?
Well, investigators never said they suspected foul play. I had to.
Did y'all hear that?
Let them know that
the investigators never crossed their mind that someone did something to this man. These are the investigators. I smell white supremacy. They never suspected foul play. Think about that, family. None of the investigators. Think about that. You got all these different police agencies handling involved around this case, and none of them is saying that something may have happened. Y'all don't find that suspicious? We got to do our own work out here.
Well, investigators never said they suspected foul play. I had to let them know that there was some foul play, because they tried to set up this narrative that Jelani could have possibly parked his car in this wooded area, walked himself to this riverbank, took off his clothes and put himself in the water. That's absolutely false. My son was a swimmer. He knew how to swim. He would not commit suicide. His faith in God was too much, and he knew from what we were taught in our religion that suicide automatically takes you to hell. So Jelani wouldn't have done any of that. So it was me who had to make sure they understood that there was foul play involved, because they wanted to just pass it off and give me some type of inclination that this is what Jelani did to himself, and he did not.
Well, this is why Jelani was an aspiring doctor and such an amazing young man, because of a mom like you, clearly strong, brave, and doing everything she can for her son. And Carmen, his death has garnered the attention of so many people and celebrities like Viola Davis and Lizzo. Has that helped you with this case, just getting it in the public eye with people like this and this type of platform? Has it made a difference for you?
What it's done for me has shown me that people, no matter their celebrity status, have looked at my son and known that he is a person that needed to be found. He needed to receive help. And these people felt, I guess, my pain and wanted to help me. So that means a lot to me. It's been other celebrities that have also reached out to us that were not even mentioned. Offset has offered to pay for Jelani's funeral services, and I'm so grateful that these celebrities think enough of my son to want to spread the word and spread awareness about him, but to also want to show love and generosity and kindness toward him, and he's not even here. So Jelani was not only somebody that you would have loved to know in his natural physical life, but I will make sure that the world knows him in his absence, because Jelani was somebody, and he's going to be treated like somebody. We didn't get the treatment that we deserve on set, but I thank God for my children who they knew they wanted their brother back, and they just went through anything that we had to do by any means necessary to do what we needed to do to make sure that Jelani was found and that we got the help that we were looking for.
Well, I know you are going to figure out to the very end what happened, and I hope we are there to bring about the entire truth. Carmen, you're an amazing mom. Your kids are lucky to have you. Thank you so much for just getting up early for us this morning.
Thank you.
All right.
The mystery surrounding the death of Jelani.
Okay. Let me move on. All right. Wait, let me see. I got another one for you. Got another one for you.
And death investigation of graduate student Jelani Day. Tonight, a major development in the case has Jelani's family and friends hopeful for new information and somewhat skeptical of police. It's our Newsy Tonight focus this evening. First, let me just get you caught up on where we are. Jelani, an Alabama A&M graduate and an Illinois State University grad student, was last seen at Beyond Hello Cannabis Dispensary in Bloomington, Illinois, August 24th. His vehicle was found just 2 days later in a wooded area in Peru, Illinois, nearly 60 miles away. On September 4th, an unidentified body was found in the river in LaSalle County, Illinois. It was determined to be Jelani on September 23rd. On October 26th, police would tell the public Jelani's cause of death was drowning. No signs of homicide. Throughout this investigation, Jelani's cell phone has been missing, along with any clues it might hold. Now, his mother says it's been found. It's in police custody, and Jelani's family wants a say in the upcoming process. Someone who's been leading the fight, pushing for answers surrounding Jelani's disappearance and death, is his mother, Carmen Bolden Day, and she joins us again tonight. Carmen, since we began talking a few months ago at this point, a big question always lingered in our conversations. Where is Jelani's cell phone? What clues could it hold? And now you tell us the Bloomington, Illinois police have it?
Yes, the Bloomington police have it in their possession. And I'm just wondering why they have it in their possession.
Can you explain how it came to be in their custody? Because you wrote on Facebook about this, that apparently a guy says his friend or acquaintance found it on the side of the road, turned it in at Walmart. They took it to police. It's this really convoluted chain of custody.
Well, from what I understand, the gentleman, he was going down the interstate and a mattress fell off the back of his truck. He got off the truck, he stopped his truck to secure the mattress back on the truck. He found a phone. He said that the phone had been shattered. He ended up taking it to a kiosk at a Walmart because he said that the phone didn't work. He took it to a kiosk at Walmart. He received $80 for the phone. He did this on October 17th. Today is November the 11th. I found out about the phone, that the phone had been found and that had been identified as Jelani's phone on early this morning, maybe about 1 or 2 o'clock this morning. However, the young man had let me know that he got questioned 2 days ago. So the police have been aware of this. They've known about the phone. They've not made me aware. According to Peru and Bloomington, the FBI is assisting and providing resources. When I contacted them today, they told me that they didn't tell me about the phone because they wanted to be sure. They then told me.
That's another thing. When they found his body, they didn't inform the mother. They found him. They found the phone. They're not telling her anything. Just keep that in mind. I didn't mean to go back that far. Let me see, where was I at? I'm gonna assume about right here. Let me see.
Engaged, but to take over this case.
Overall,
because at this point, I need the FBI involved. I need them to not provide oversight, not to be engaged, but to take over this case.
Overall, does it sit right with you, a mother's feeling or intuition that a man happened to stop on the interstate and Jelani's phone happened to be at that exact spot on the interstate?
The area that the young man described the phone found in was the same area that I originally had searched. That exit, I didn't search that area, but the exit that the road leads to get off on that, I was there and I had told the police that is an area that needs to be looked at. Cameras need to be looked on that, on that road. I'm sorry?
That's in Bloomington?
That was in Bloomington.
Where Jelani was a student?
I had spent an entire day going to different businesses. Actually found a Dollar General in that area that let me sit in that store for 4 hours to watch their cameras, where I believe I saw Jelani's car, and I did let.
Now ask yourself, why is she looking at the video footage and not the police? Think about that. Why is the police fanning out and trying to find video? There's another video y'all could watch. Like, it's kind of like a crime thing, caught on video, forensic type show. Why ain't the police finding out? I've noticed on all these interstates and highways, you got cameras everywhere. Have y'all noticed that? I know if they down here in this little country place, you got cameras everywhere. I know they got them. I know they got them in Illinois. So if you find the car, you found the car north. Okay, all you got to do is examine all the camera footage of all the intersections going north. You can establish a timeline. Let me continue.
The police know. I saw that exit that was on that road, and I wondered, is this a way that my son's car could have went? I made those. I made all of those concerns aware to the Bloomington police.
Which this kind of falls into a pattern, I think is what you're saying. Someone else finds the phone. Someone else found the car, his clothes, his wallet, that it's just been very piecemeal and different people involved. You do not.
Different people finding car, clothes, wallet. Who these people? Who these people? Do they have a relationship with it? You're going to find out. He was last seen with 2 white women, but you ain't heard nothing about them. And they done got a lawyer. Something stink.
I want the police to search Jelani's phone. Why is that?
Because I don't trust them at this point. If you look at how the evidence has been found, the car is found one place. I'm told about the different people that found the car. Then there's the wallet that is found, and they say it's Jelani that walked, but there's a man and his son that found the wallet. Then 2 bored young ladies from ISU go looking for Jelani, and they find his clothing by a riverbank. And now the phone is found on the interstate. Nothing adds up. Nothing adds up. And all it tells me is that me and my prayers and people that are around me that are listening and wanting to find answers too are the only ones that are looking for answers. So at this point, things are just falling into the laps of the police. So no, I don't trust the Peru police. I don't trust the Bloomington police. I don't trust the LaSalle police. I need the FBI to come in and take over.
In the past, I know you've been really upset, saying you felt like the police were not doing enough. I think you called them lazy online, saying they're lazy law enforcement.
I don't think they're lazy. I think they're covering up the crime.
That they will search the phone, or possibly turn it over to the FBI. Is there a tug of war developing here?
So I'm not trying to create a tug of war, because I've always been that parent that had wanted to be cooperative, compliant, not be viewed as the angry Black woman. But now as I sit here,
you're supposed to be angry. See, she's not on the level I'm on. I don't care what white folks think, don't care what they feel, how they feel about me. I don't, because they are doing nothing to stop their people from doing this foolishness. So we got to get a mindset that we don't care how they feel about us. Our only crime to these white devils is existing. We haven't done anything to deserve this hatred and murder and genocide that these devils is perpetuating upon us. Stop worrying about what they think. Stop listening to their media talking about the angry black woman. Even the Most High gets angry.
I feel as if those are things I should have done from the gate, because now I am angry. I'm very angry.
And nobody has been more forceful on this than you. You've been Jelani's biggest advocate. We know that there has been no one coming forward with the critical information you've been wanting. You know, where was he? What happened? Any other gaps, Rick, really quickly, that you need filled in tonight that maybe people could help with?
If people could just, we know that the last place that he was seen was in the Beyond Hello area. His phone last pinged at 9:20 a.m. Now that I know that this phone was found on the side of the interstate, those businesses that are located off of that East Main Street in Bloomington, Illinois, if they can recall, if anybody can recall, on August 24th, being in that area, seeing his car, seeing him, if they have any information, please contact the FBI, contact the authorities, contact me. I made myself open on social media. I am trying to do everything I can to find out what happened to Jelani. It is important to me to know what happened to Jelani.
You have been his greatest champion, and you've come on here night after night and spoken out night after night. And I really appreciate it. Carmen Bolden Day, we told you we were going to stick with you through this case, and we will.
Well, I appreciate you for keeping your...
Okay, let me try to speak this up, y'all. This is what we got to do. We got to let them know we just ain't going. We're not going away quietly. Okay? I got another one for you. This is Message Jess's YouTube channel, but it's still some information on there. Just listen. Let me go back a little ways. I'm gonna show y'all some things you may not be privy to. Let me just throw it at the beginning. Don't pay that stuff no mind. Don't send up. Don't pay that stuff no mind.
Justice for Jelani!
Justice for Jelani!
So this area is where the clothing was found. So this is the Illinois Route 351 bridge, okay? And just on the east side, on the north shore bank, is where his clothing was found. You look here, this access road where the gate is blocked off is owned by the state, okay? It was open in August and early September because the state, IDOT, I believe, was they dumped things back there, they own that. So it would have been open. So you could, before the river was flooded, you could drive back there, and that road kind of ends right where it meets the river, just on the west side of the bridge.
Okay,
So they would have had to walk underneath the bridge to get to where the clothing was, just on the east side.
We were at the foothill of the YMCA where the car drove in. You all were at the top of the parking lot of the YMCA where the family saw the car. So we were at the same spot in two different locations. This is where the chief of police had taken me to show me where State Road begins, where the clothes were found. The family has had some discrepancy because of the inconsistency and the total disastrous way the police department has kept the family informed. They've given them different coordinates to where the bodies were found, where clothes were found. So we're putting this information together. So I know it's confusing for you. It's been confusing for the family, and that's why they're asking for information. We're 3 miles from where the car was found by the YMCA to this location. They're saying another 1.5 miles from the clothes, and the ID and the lanyard were in different places, and the license plates have been removed from the car.
Okay, y'all hear that? His clothes in one area. They found him in the water in another area. He was naked. His license plate removed from his car. So your mind is if you're gonna kill yourself, you got suicide on your mind, as the FBI was trying to imply. So you're gonna drive 60 miles north, take your license plate off your car, take your clothes off, and then go a few miles and jump in the river. The river flows south. They found his body north. Listen, so if he somehow jumped in the water, why was his body farther south? I mean, why didn't his body go south? The river should carry a dead body south. It flows into the Mississippi. But they found his body north of the car. I'm going to show it to you in a minute.
And the conversation we're having out here in the wilderness on a state road, the family has not been afforded this opportunity to talk with responsible people in the law enforcement community or from the Illinois Attorney General on where is the state of the investigation. We're coming up on day 60, and the family is grief-stricken. They found out the same time as you what the coroner is purporting to be the cause of death. That was very low life, in our opinion, and very dishonorable.
I just want to say, see it for yourself. We just drove from the location from where Jelani's car was found. And according to the police, according to the reports, according to what they want to tell me, every time they make a statement, it's Jelani parked his car. Jelani walked. Jelani, the eyewitness said that they saw Jelani drop.
The police is trying to convince her that her son did all these actions. If they can do that, she is not going to be seeking no justice for a murder, because the police has convinced her that he drove his car to this area. They're trying to convince her that he took his clothes off. They're trying to convince her that he took his license plate off right before he committed suicide. This is what the police is doing. But keep in mind, his body was found north, but the river flows south. I know that's probably over some of y'all's head. What I'm saying, if he drowned, why didn't his body go south? Or did they drown him there and leave him? We don't know. Why ain't the police looking at this camera footage? At all these intersections that they're putting up these cameras everywhere. When it comes to a situation like this, there's no footage. Unless it's white folks.
His wallet. So I'm just wanting all of you to see it for yourself. Make it make sense to you too. Because why would Jelani park his car, then walk 3 miles and end up coming in this direction? And now we're getting ready to see to where his clothing was found. Make it make sense. See it for yourself, because it doesn't make sense.
Okay, we're going to proceed to the Riverwalk. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to show y'all where y'all can find the rest of this video. You see the title up there? There's a title up there at the top. See it for yourself. There's no way #Jelani drowned himself.
This clothing was found.
It's 23 minutes later. 23 minutes long.
From where the body was found.
Let's see. It's another area I want to
My
speak to.
thing
18
is,
minutes.
If the police, when they did the search with the Illinois Search and Rescue, why would they stop? They're from coming a mile and a half up the river and see that there were clothes up here to find.
She's saying, why didn't they keep searching? Why they stop searching? If his clothes in a mile radius of his body, they didn't even do a mile radius search. That's why we got to do our own stuff.
Other evidence. They didn't do their job. None of this makes sense. So I need you to see it for yourself. See it for yourself. None of this makes sense. Why would my son come anywhere where his clothes would, even if his clothes floated to this area, why would he come down here and even take his clothes off? See this for yourself. It doesn't make sense. You just came from an area where his car was parked. This is the area where his clothing was found. And his body was found up the river, or down the river.
Up
See
the
it
river.
for yourself. And understand why I'm asking for the Illinois Attorney General. Understand why I'm asking for the FBI. Understand why I'm asking for the Department of Justice. Understand why I'm saying that Bloomington and Peru and LaSalle and the sheriff office, everybody that was down here on September 4th did not do their job.
I'm going to fast forward.
When friends and colleagues are too silent, when we have the police department that is moving too slow, too quietly through back channels, we want them to take the cover off and share the evidence that they know. The wallet is in a different place than the lanyard. The lanyard and the wallet are in a different place than the card. Right. The card and the wallet and the lanyard is a different place from the clothes. Right.
You hear what he's saying? Okay. His wallet in a different area. His ID, his school ID is in a different area. His car's in a different area. And his clothes is in a different area. But he gonna commit suicide. Let me wind it back for you. Yeah, we got to learn to pick up on this stuff. Cause they gonna cover it up.
In this pursuit of justice. You've seen the evidence for yourself now. This is more information that has been divulged in the last 24 hours than the Day family has received in the last 2 months. Speak on it. Have it to the people. Speak on it. In the last 2 months, when a parent cannot bury their child and have any idea of what happened, when the university is too silent, when friends and colleagues are too silent, when we have the police department that is moving too slow, too quietly through back channels, we want them to take the cover off and share the evidence that they know. The wallet is in a different place than the lanyard. The lanyard and the wallet are in a different place than the card. Right. The card and the wallet and the lanyard is a different place from the clothes. Right. Miles apart at each location. I don't want Mrs. Day to have to recount those painful details over and over and over again. So what are we doing here? We're here for justice for Jelani. Our next stop.
It was something else I wanted to point out too. Something else I wanted to point out. Some of y'all probably ain't gonna like it. Let me see. Right here. We got to stop letting white folks control our stuff. Point blank. I mean, we got to stop letting them control our stuff. If you go to looking up in the Black Lives Matter, white people control that. And ain't nothing getting done. That we can control our own stuff. Just look. What's the matter? We ain't smart enough to control our own stuff. We ain't smart enough to speak up for our own dead. See what this does. Black folks are sending money into Black Lives Matter, thinking that they are helping, and the Black Lives Matter gonna send money to Joe Biden and white folks. That's what's going on. Look into the paper trail. But just look. You know they gonna. If I was a corrupt devil and didn't care about white people, I'll holler white lives matter. If I'm gonna get paid $2 million, because I don't like white folks anyway. I'm getting paid $2 million to holler white lives matter. That's what these devils is doing.
When I say justice, you say for Jelani. Justice.
Okay, I don't see him. I'm not saying that's what he doing. That organization that he working with, they is siphoning money, and it ain't going the way it need to go. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let me see here. Have I showed? Let me close this. All right, now, just another video. I want you to listen to this. You see the title at the bottom. So I fixed it up where you can go check this stuff out yourself. If I don't play a whole video, I showed you the title so you can go back and look them up and listen to them.
Trying to get the community of ISU to come together and try to help find Jelani. So then on September 2nd, police in Peru, Illinois find Jelani's wallet. It was turned into them, and the person that turned it in said that they found this wallet on the street. They found it on the street in La Salle, which is about 94 miles southwest of Chicago.
Okay, let me try to go back. I want to focus in on that map. Let me see.
And police in Peru, Illinois find Jelani's wallet. It was turned into them, and the person that turned it in said that they found this wallet on the street. They found it on the street in La Salle.
Okay. It's farther north. It's farther north. They found his wallet farther north of his body. I want y'all to double check this stuff. His body down here somewhere. He's 60 miles north. They found his body down here, but his wallet is up here. Sound like somebody, whoever killed him, lives north. And notice that's not far from Chicago, but nevertheless.
Which is about 94 miles southwest of Chicago. The person that turned in the wallet said that they had seen a black male wearing a red shirt with.
Now I don't know, because ain't nothing else. This is the only spot that I said that they noticed that she said that a black man dropped the wallet. What I have to say, if a black man was walking and he dropped the wallet and you found the wallet, why didn't you flag the black man down and give him his wallet? Just listen to it again. Something. This might be some disinformation. It don't make sense though.
Nobody knew if this was a regular thing that he did, buying cannabis at this dispensary. ISU's president, Terry Kinsey, actually made a statement about Jelani's disappearance. He released a message to the students of ISU asking them to come forward with any information they had, no matter how small it was. So even if they just remember seeing Jelani talking to this person on the quad a month ago, they should come forward and say that. So I thought that was great that the president of the school made this statement and was trying to get the community of ISU to come together and try to help find Jelani. So then on September 2nd, police in Peru, Illinois, find Jelani's wallet. It was turned into them, and the person that turned it in said that they found this wallet on the street.
Listen. Okay, they found the wallet, but they saw a black guy drop it. But it didn't cross their mind. They didn't know who wallet it was to give it to the black guy. You said black guy, so you don't look for white suspect. You don't look for white killers. Or this could be disinformation.
Found it on the street in La Salle, which is about 94 miles southwest of Chicago. The person that turned in the wallet said that they had seen a black male wearing a red shirt with, I believe, black shorts walking, and that person dropped the wallet. Along with the wallet, they also found a lanyard from ISU. So I've seen different reports on this. I'm not really sure which one is 100% accurate. So I saw one report saying that the lanyard was not Jelani's and that it belonged to another student at ISU. And then
okay, I don't know if it wasn't his. You need to question that school, whoever that was. Okay, let me see here. I did that one. Let me close this out. Let me see here. I think I done got rid of all the video. Let me see if I missed anything. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me unshare my screen for a minute. Let me unshare my screen and see if I missed anything. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna show y'all that map before I forget. That map where they found this stuff. What's going on here? Now I'm running into technical difficulties. All right, let me see. Okay, hold on. Well, I want y'all, let me see. Can I find a map? I found a map. Let me see. find an image. Keep coming up short. But nevertheless, y'all just want y'all to, the police, the feds, they're not doing what they should be doing. That's the bottom line. You know, we can't trust anything that they do. And that's historical evidence. For starters, the feds don't investigate. There's no statute of limitation on murder. You got all these murders, but they quick to close the cases. All right. Nevertheless, y'all be vigilant and keep your heads up, eyes open, and there's nothing to don't worry about nothing. Just if you are afraid, the best thing to do is live righteous, repent, and you're gonna be all right. Let me see, can I edit this banner right quick? I got email with an E up there. See, did they get it right? Y'all take care. Anything you want me to look at? You want me to comment on? You see the email address down there. Look at the description boxes to see the new channels. There's new channels in the description boxes. Now, if the links don't work, let me know. You got the email right there, because I've had the links working when I posted them, but I come back and check the links again, and somebody done disable the links where they don't work. So if you press on the links and they don't work, email me. And if I have to email you the links to the channels myself, I would do that. But stay vigilant and don't worry. If you are worried, you need to study the word and obey the word and conform to the word. All right, the symbol that you are looking at, El Gabor, mighty warrior. The ox head is an A, and you see the L. That means that's a shortened form. That's a shortened form of Elohim, but it's Allua. Some would say Allua. That is an A, and that's an L. But they translated EL because of the Ashkenazi Hebrews. It's supposed to be an AL, and the other letters is Gabor. All right, y'all take care, and we're gonna end this.